Let's go ahead and begin with homework exercise number 14 from section 8.1. We have a sofa regularly sells for $490. The sale price is $416. Find the percent decrease of the sale price from the regular price. Okay, percent decrease. When you see the word increase or decrease, you subtract the two prices and you divide by the original. So you can subtract the larger number. So the sofa sells for $490 regularly. So take $490, subtract the sale price, which is $416.50. So take the two values, subtract, and always divide by the original price. So it regularly sells for $490, and then multiply by 100, and that gives you your percent. In this case, the price is going down, so it's a percent decrease. Okay? So subtract the two, divide by the original, and multiply by 100. All right, let's use our calculator to do that. So 490 subtract 416.50 cents, get your answer, hit enter, divided by the original 490, and then multiply by 100, or simply move it over two places to the right, and we get 15%. Let's look at homework exercise 15. Suppose that you have $10,000 in a rather risky investment recommended by your financial advisor. During the first year, it decreases by 40%. Okay, so the first year, you have $10,000. You multiply by 40%. The 40%, you can do it on your calculator. 40% of $10,000 is $4,000. So the arithmetic's easy. Now, it decreases. So that means after 1 year, that's the money we lost. So 10,000 minus 4,000, we now have, that person now has $6,000 in their investment. During the second year, it increases by 50%. Your advisor tells you that there must be a 10% overall increase. Well, let's see. You take 50% increase during the second year, but your base was only 6,000, right? You went down to 6,000. So again, if you do the math, 50% of 6,000, half of 6,000 is 3,000. So now what happens is you began the second year with 6,000. You ended it with a 3,000 increase. So now 6,000 and 3,000 is $9,000. So you have 9,000. So the key is the second year, you got to use 50% of 6,000. You got to take that balance you got after your first year. Now, your advisor tells you that there must have been a 10% overall increase. That's definitely wrong, right? We went down to 9,000. So if not, what is your actual percent gain or loss? Well, we had, again, the percent decrease is subtracted to 10,000 minus 9,000 over 10,000, and again, 10,000 minus 9,000 is 1,000. 1,000 divided by 10,000, the math is easy, is actually 10%. Okay, 1.10, but it was a 10% decrease. Okay, because we went down from 9,000, you're comparing it to the original 10,000. Okay. So no, the answer is there was an actual loss of 10%. All right, very good. Let's look at number 16. The graph shows the percent of employees who take time off during 1 year because of the colds. The company has 8,760 employees. Use the graph to find the number of them who miss work because of colds for 1 to 2 days each year. Okay, 1 to 2 days is 24%, right? So we're going to take 24%, turn it into a decimal, 0.24, times the total, right? The total of the employees is 8,760. So percent times total will give us, in this case, the amount of people, which is the amount of people who miss colds 1 to 2 days per year. Okay? So just the percent times the total gives us the amount. So we can do it on our calculator. 0.24 times 8,760. And we get 2102, round to the nearest whole number. So there's a 4 in the tenths, so we would round it to 2102. Keep it at 2102. Number 17. The elements that compose seawater along with the corresponding percents are shown in the table. If a sample of seawater contains 20 milliliters, how many milliliters of oxygen are in the sample? Okay, so again, oxygen is 85.84, all right? So 85.84% of the total, which is 20. So change it into a decimal, move it over 2 places, 0.8584 times the total, 20 of the whole sample will give us the amount of oxygen. Okay, so 0.8584 times 20. And it says round to 2 decimal places, so 17.168. Round 2 decimal, 17.168. So we're rounding to 6. Following the 6 is an 8. So we add 1, and we would get 17.17. Rounded off to 2 decimal places. Number 18, how much money is 11% of $45? Okay, so we're missing the amount. So A, how much is equals 11%, turn the percent into a decimal, move it over 2 places, of means multiply of $45. 0.11 times 45. Now, so a lot of these problems you can set up a proportion too. I've been solving it with an equation. So 11% is 11 over 100. We're missing the amount. So the amount is A, goes in the numerator over 45. Cross multiply 100A equals 11 times 45. And then divide both sides by 100 to solve for A. The hundreds cancel and get A is 11 times 45 over 100, which is going to give you the same correct answer as 0.11 times 45, okay? So you could set this up as a proportion also if you like. All right, if we just do the equation, multiply 0.11 times 45, we get the answer 4.95. It doesn't say round off at all, so we'll include both decimals. Number 19. What percent of 92 is 23? Okay, so again, what percent? X percent we're missing. All means multiply 92 equals 23. The percentage of 92 multiply equals 23. To solve percent, we would divide by 92. It's multiplied, so divide both sides by 92's cancel. So the X percent is 23 over 92. And as a proportion, you're missing the percent, right? So you're missing the number over 100, or percent over 100. The base is 92, and the amount is 23. So again, that would be the setup. Cross multiply 92x equals 100 times 23, and then divide both sides by 92. To get x is 100 times 23 over 92. Okay? Now again, the percent here is 1 over 100. The percent is 1 over 100. So we're going to have to take this and then multiply by 100. Same thing. Oh, that's how we get that. To get it as a percent, or what? Move the decimal over 2 places to the right. Okay? So again, we can take the 23, divide by 92. That's the percent. So multiply by 100, x percent. So turn it into a percent. And so that would give us 25%. All right, 38% of what number is 228? 38% of what number? That's, you're missing the base, right? 0.38 times what number equals 228? Okay, so again, we would go ahead and divide by 0.38. 0.38's cancel, and we get x equals 228 over 0.38. Or as a proportion, 38% is 38 over 100. We're missing the base, what number? So we're missing the number in the denominator, and 228's in the numerator, so cross multiply. 38x equals 100 times 228, and divide both sides by 38 to solve for x. And again, we'll get the same answer as if we do it with the equation. Either way will get us the correct answer. So the first method, we can just take 228 and divide by 0.38. So if we do that, 228 divide by 0.38, and we get 600. Okay, we're going to stop this session here at problem homework exercise number 20. If you have any questions, send me an email at tswers@hodges.edu or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.